We went out into the field. And we found crooked feet. Bone remains. You can see that. These are human bones. This is a shot German cartridge case from a K98 rifle. And one of them MP. Or a gun. Walter or Parabellum. Piece of armor. Everything is torn. There are a lot of broken tanks. Was on this site. Is that a German grenade? Yes, German. This is M24. So-called. There's a grenade and a fighter. Maybe a Soviet or a German soldier. In the course of the action we will show. There is a lot of barbed wire here. And, on top of the fighter, lots of scrap metal. Most likely that too, from broken machinery. There's the phone. Where? There's one phone. German red telephone wire. And one Soviet. We will continue to work and see if this is really a soldier of the German army. And it is quite possible that the Soviet army. German mines. And one more thing. Piece of scrap metal. What is it? This seat. Well, that's the thing. We will soon assemble the tank. Excellent thing. Hatch. Somewhere lies the tower. Wait, I'm going to get him out of there.
Ох, вошел.
There's a balaclava. Head? Yes, no IT's leather. I thought IT was a broken skull. IT has a seal on IT. She's interesting. We don't get that often. But you can see. Clearly IT's an eagle. And there you can see. Markings. Such an iron thing. We found. Dangerous, yes. Alright, let us keep working. We're continuing the sweep. This is a Red Army soldier. He has. In the place where the head should be, he has a grenade, M39. Near the hand there is an M24. You can see the detonator. And some kind of fuse maybe for the equipment. Here is a German cable. It is located interestingly, in the trenches. The fighter is all wrapped up in barbed wire. Here's another fuse. Comb. In his pocket. Here is also an interesting thing. Really interesting. It was remade on a belt. To carry something. The fighter is all wrapped up in barbed wire. More likely, when the pits were raked, when the trenches were filled in. The barbed wire is on top of the soldier and with it the soldier was thrown into the pit. Because the wire was all over his body. Barbed wire on top and under the soldier and on the soldier. Yes, the head is missing. The soldier's legs are broken. Part of the soldier's legs are missing. One leg is not visible at all. In principle, all the unknown object is on the top of the leg. Here is in principle the entire fighter. Glass ampoule, be with him. The strap is there. Basically like this. Strap there. The ampoule is lying. Strap. Find from the tank. Hatch. Well, IT's heavy. You will be able to pick IT up.
Ага.
Be careful.
Надорвешь спину.
Wow, what a hatch. The tankers were big. That soldier must have been a tank driver. Look how interesting. Did you see what a huge man he is? Buttons from this. He's not huge, he's tall.
Там такой нормальный.
Yes, IT's strong. Well, yes. Maybe some of the subscribers know what this hatch is.
Лючок подскажет.
Tell US, please. This is the hatch. German helmet. We need to determine what kind of soldier. We will determine this now.
Маленький. А, ну давай.
Give ME some water. Let S do IT again. Were matched S. Sleeve. Eagle. Were matched. The bullet hit him in the forehead. Look.
Тунц.
Smartly.
И
We found a token.
выскочил. У нас.
Wash IT with water. IT's not that simple. Must be. We need to follow the trench here. Battalion. Look again from below. There must be AT. IT's destroyed in the right places. You're right. What did you find? Spent cartridges. A full box. Ha, probably collected casings. There's a newspaper. The German newspaper, ha. Here is a German newspaper. This is a fragment. IT is readable. And the case. For German folding shovel.
Черную разборную лопату.
The bullets were fired from a machine gun rifle. Sleeves. From a German rocket launcher. We are again on the same field. We're working. Here is the first signal. We found a sapper shovel. Apparently this is a Soviet soldier. There are remains. Below lies a soldier. A decent first signal. Found a fighter.
Бойца.
Now we will continue to work. There may be more than one soldier lying there. There are usually many soldiers in the pits. All in the mix. Come across the ammunition. Fragments of Maxim's tape.
Такое.
We continue to work and look.
Смотрим.
We found a fighter. There's a very strong wind.
Конечно. Ну,
Here is a broken Soviet soldier.
разбитый. Вот.
Here's the top part. Bodies. And here's the lower jaw. Broken head. Pelvis and hands. It was torn apart. All that was left was abandoned. In the trenches. Most likely there was a small trench. The soldier has pot, spoon, lantern, and sapper blade. So far no identification marks have been found. The fighter is torn. His limbs are separate. Fibula. Separately. The drumstick separately. Completely defeated soldier. He must have been dragged into the pit. We see the hook. It's metal. Here it is. There must have been a soldier on the hook. These are scraps. Here are the limbs left here. He's lying here, and they were waiting for him at home. It is a pity that there are no documents and no personal identification marks. We still have a lot of things there. Namely, signals. Dora.
Дора.
Come to us, our amulet. Come here. And here runs our amulet. Who's so handsome? There's another fighter here. Below lies the helmet. Now we will look. And there's another signal nearby. Did you run into something? Yes, here's a shoe. And bones. Aha, yes. Here are bones and there's more. Is that a leg? Fighter. Yes, and here is the second leg. Another soldier has fallen. This is the third location we have with the fighters. We'll keep digging. The density of the fire was so high that the iron turned into a colander. That's how you could survive. with such a fire, with such attacks. This is a nightmare. IT was just like AC. This is how to cut the bodies in small pieces and everything. The bones are intact, and the organs are cut by shrapnel. An internal hemorrhage started in the abdominal cavity. And there is no soldier alive. Minor losses. We started to expand, and we immediately found a few of the remains in a nearby pit. It turns out, lower jaw. Then some more bone fragments. And here's the vertebra peeking out. Here they dumped everything that lay in the field in one pile. Everything that lay on the field was thrown into one pile. Like a mass grave, for example. Now we will open and see. We'll find out how many people are here. I think at least 2. We've finished digging. We found 2 soldiers. They lie like a jack. These soldiers. Here he has. Clawed head. There are 2 ampoules in the medical bag. Further, we see the knockouts to the machine gun. It is an engineering forceps. Screwdrivers. The second soldier, who is under the bottom, has his head knocked off. This is the whole fate of man. Helmet. In the helmet leg. Is located. That's it. Soldiery. With bloody not-come fields. They stayed here. This altitude. It's a pity that there are no documents. Today we have 4 Red Army men. Was found. In principle so. Big request, guys. If you find soldiers, call us. At the end of our video there is our phone number. Please call and contact. Because people, they died. And the soldiers were left lying in the ground, forgotten and useless to anyone. And once a year we remember these soldiers. It's already sunset. Shrapnel wounds to the head. Wounds. Show me the other side. The bullets never went out, so they remained in the head, namely in the brain. Of course it's instant death. So we dug up the soldier. In our yard. Night. There's 1 star burning. Here are the guys standing. And here's a soldier. Finished working. His limbs are completely broken. Broken ribs. Bruised legs. Here's the shoe. One and the other legs are broken. He's got a ruptured abdominal cavity. Hip bone upside down. The pelvis is also upside down. In this situation the soldier received numerous shrapnel wounds. The soldier has a helmet on his head. Unfortunately there are no documents in the pockets. As usual. And arsenal. Next to the left hand of the bullet on Mosin. As well as, with the edge of the fighter. There was a bottle here. With a combustible mixture. I'll turn around now. We almost ran into this mixture. It almost exploded. There's this bottle in the corner. It's a combustible mixture, a very dangerous thing. Guys, you can't break this thing and touch it with your hands. If you value your life and health, you have to be very careful with these things. This is the 4th today. We're done with this soldier. Now we will fix the location. And we will take the soldier. This is the skull of this soldier. That's the entrance bullet hit. Here's another one. And on the other side. and on this side of the wound. Show us. It turns out a helmet. It turns out the helmet is inverted. That's it. We are worried and decided not to leave it. Unfortunately, looters dig at night. That's why we don't want a soldier to be defrosted. We have hopes. Maybe we can find the documents. How can you just leave him? He was abandoned then. We have no conscience for such a thing. Leave the soldier. Is this the side part? Yes, this is the right part. It's a skull. Here lies a soldier. Continue to trim. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. It's night. It's dark. Working with another soldier. We're done. We found helmet and the head. His head was in a helmet. The body was thrown into the pit. The body was examined left and right and nothing was found. Most likely the soldiers were lying on the field. And fragments of bodies were dumped to the nearest pits and trenches. That's how the abandoned heads lie. Hands, legs, limbs. There is 106th soldier here. We have another one. Here's working with the last soldier. Warrior. His hands are broken. One hand is torn off and thrown behind his back. The skull is broken. He has serious injuries. The spatula is next to him. Here are his legs. Now we will fix everything. And get. For today this is the last soldier and here's the 6th. We're finishing. We raised the soldier. Shine the light and show. We laid out the bones. What's interesting? He made himself a soul from tires. Take a look. Awesome. Written EMB and N. Are these sandals? Yes, he made them from tires. Can you imagine? That's the soul. Horror. What people have come to. They were forced to. That's how the soldiers were provided. They were hungry and barefoot. And they won the war. How many victims and how many lives are given? They couldn't even get a second pair of shoes. Shame. All viewers, thank you. Write and call us. Leave comments. Special thanks to those who help us. To be continued. German gas mask case. Italian cover. The soldiers are scattered. Bottle of General Rommel's Africa corpse. German bayonet knife on Mauser K98. Wallet with papers and documents. If you have found the remains of dead soldiers or know the burial places where these soldiers may be located, please contact us at the phone number listed in the ad.